Moral persuasion. Persuasion is all around us, from the wheedling request of a child to the aggressive marketing campaign selling that new smartphone. People have become increasingly impatient with a world where they experience blatant persuasion at multiple levels. Younger people barely watch TV anymore, partly to get away from the ads, and there are a lot of sponsored tweets, branded Facebook pages, all designed to capture and change the opinions of those who don't use old media. Persuasion could be seen as a negative force, but provides us with positive opportunities too. What seems a complex problem in science is probably an even more complex moral dilemma. For instance, when is one behavior-changing nudge justified by social benefit, while another is considered unacceptable? Recent developments in behavioral science shed light on how persuasion influences people's behavior. So these are exciting times if you're a philosopher. Should we be persuading people to stop warming the planet? Forcing women to wear a burqa? On the one end of the spectrum, we could envision a world where every request and suggestion to change behavior is clean or free of an intention-based agenda. Here, persuasion is transparent, visible, and based on shared rules. What would this world look like? Would we have to present our requests in a social vacuum? Would all communication have to be technology-mediated to get rid of interpersonal influence? Would any previous request have to be disregarded to avoid effects of commitment and consistency? An illusion? Maybe. On the other end of the spectrum, we can see a persuasion-driven world. Everything we see or touch is designed to influence our behavior, to get us to do things, or maybe even to not do things, to influence our attitudes so we'll shop more or fight for favors. Beyond selling products, certain types of behavior are being flagged as cool or uncool by celebrities and sportsfolk and repeated in TV reality shows, in the school playground and in the workplace too. What music we listen to, clothes we wear, and so forth. At the wacky end, whether the 1969 moon landings or the Holocaust really took place. Whether Elvis is still alive and whether 2012 will be the end of the world. A world in which everything we see is thought out, predefined, and persuasion profiled. Is that dystopia already with us? But let's not be too negative. Persuasion or behavioral change could very well be a way to create a better society. There's now a whole school of thought about delivering social benefit through benign suggestion, which is called the nudge theory. The nudge theory holds that it's possible to influence social behavior for the good, such as increasing blood donation or organ transplant volunteer numbers by making quite simple suggestions or using peer leaders or influential ambassadors. We can't take persuasion out of our societies, but we can harness it and move persuasion towards the benign end of the spectrum. That's why and how we have controls on advertising for alcohol, cigarettes, and unhealthy foods for children. Of course, the world is not black and white, persuasion versus free will, so the question that remains, how can we get ourselves and those around us to use persuasion in a morally justifiable manner?